Well, ladies and gentlemen, news suggests Afghanistan's former Prime Minister and Hezb-e-Islami leader Gulbuddin Hekmatyar has arrived in Pakistan. Now, for more on this, we are joined by our correspondent Sumaira Khan from Islamabad. Sumaira, what is the purpose and significance of Gulbuddin Hekmatyar's visit to Pakistan?
Yes, Munib, the visit is quite significant, and the significance can be gauged easily by the coverage that is being given to this visit of two times Prime Minister of Afghanistan and a veteran politician who's right now head of Hezb-e-Islami as well, and once again it's a very significant political party of Afghanistan. So it is being gauged by the coverage given to this visit by the Western media as well as Afghan media and in Pakistan, of course. He arrived at the around midday, and he was received by our special envoy to our special advisor to Prime Minister on Afghan affairs and the ongoing peace talks that involve Afghanistan, Pakistan to a greater extent, and obviously with the Taliban faction. So our special envoy to Afghanistan, who was serving as ambassador to Afghanistan as well in the previous government, Muhammad Sadiq, received him in the early phase of the day, and then he kicked on his official visit by meeting the Foreign Minister Shah Mahmood Qureshi. A few minutes ago, the meeting is just in its last stage, and Foreign Minister Qureshi welcomed him at the Foreign Affairs Ministry, and from the meeting, I can tell you a lot of things that are being shared by our well-placed sources as well. So the significance of visit is, rest assured, is quite high right now, and the agenda that is being discussed in the meeting is obviously of certain importance.
Right, Sumaira. Also, tell us the leader's schedule for this three-day visit.
Yeah, sure. The schedule is once again it's a very tight schedule for both Pakistan's leadership and Gulbuddin Hekmatyar as well. He is visiting Pakistan along with his delegation, and they are here to discuss a range of issues, including very significantly Doha peace process between the Afghan government and the Taliban faction, where Pakistan is supporting an entirely Afghan-led, Afghan-owned peace process, totally owned by the Afghanis. In its true letter and spirit. So after meeting Foreign Minister Shah Mahmood Qureshi, the Gulbuddin Hekmatyar delegation will be heading towards meeting Prime Minister of Pakistan, then President of Pakistan. They will be also meeting Chairman Senate Sadiq Sanjarani, National Assembly Speaker National Assembly Asad Kaisar, and the other important dignitaries as well. But there is a scheduled meeting of Gulbuddin Hekmatyar and his delegation is there, which is with the prominent media representatives in Islamabad, and hopefully we are going to be there, and I'm part of that media interaction with Hekmatyar, who is visiting right now in Pakistan. And obviously, we'll be having a lot of information with that first-hand available media interaction with him. And he is also scheduled to speak at security policy think tank in Islamabad. So I'll be sharing more details on that, because his schedule, a minute-to-minute schedule, is still not being shared due to some security concerns. So obviously, we'll be sharing whatever we received after the release.
Right, Sumaira Khan. Also, Hekmatyar has very vocal regarding Indian efforts to sabotage the Afghan peace process. So is that expected to come up during the meetings?
Munib, first of all, in that regard, yes, Gulbuddin Hekmatyar has been a kind of figurative, a kind of politician in Afghanistan who has been vocal, who has been sharing a lot of details, and he has been issuing important statements. In fact, not important, but I would rather say that shattering statements and kind of statements that usually no Afghan politician renders, because they have their certain interests with the Indian lobby and the development projects going on, and they are being owned in Afghanistan. They are being owned by Indian government and their consulates that are and they have that kind of influence on the Afghan political leadership. But out of those few politicians who have that courage to speak on those matters, sensitive matters that involve Indian interference and India's influence on Afghanistan's political system. So Gulbuddin Hekmatyar has recently been issuing statements on that specific portion where Indian involvement is much visible to the entire international community. But the meeting is almost over as far as foreign affairs right now. We'll be obviously getting more details on that. And I'm sure that that aspect has been discussed in this meeting, delegation level meeting with Foreign Minister Qureshi. We'll be obviously having more details on that in a short while. But Gulbuddin Hekmatyar is basically here in Pakistan. He is here to discuss all the nitty-gritties that are linked with that Afghan-led, Afghan-owned peace process with Taliban. And you can see you can see the progress being made in towards first thinking of that Doha peace process and now implementing that peace process. So I think it is the second highest political dignitary visit to Pakistan right after it's been just 3 weeks that Abdullah, Chairman of the High Council of National Reconciliation, who visited Pakistan, and now it's again a very prominent dignitary visiting in this regard, just to strengthen all those efforts being rendered by Pakistan to strengthen that implementation of peace process without any hindrance from any proxy matter that are really active in Afghanistan. And in this regard, we can easily see that when I spoke to one of the officials at the Afghan embassy in Islamabad, so they were kind of there is a view that yes, he's visiting, but we have nothing to do with his visit. So we can see a little agitation at amongst the Afghan diplomats as well, that they are not really taking part in this activity, in this visit, like they should have been, showed their interest in this visit. But obviously, there are 2 media interactions with Gulbuddin Hekmatyar. Let's see what comes next, and if he's able to share all the details with, when he's having these high-profile meetings.
Right. Sumaira Khan, also, Hekmatyar has boycotted the results of the last Afghan presidential election. So how much power and influence does he still and his Hezb-e-Islami enjoy in Afghanistan?
Yes, Munib, this is something that we can have long debates on. We had seen controversial results, and then after those controversial elections and results, although Pakistan accepted the results after U.S. interfered, and they tried to calm all the political stakeholders there after this presidential election, and its result that exactly if we go into that flashback, nobody was actually able to accept those results, and obviously Gulbuddin Hekmatyar was one of those. He boycotted the election because according to their then statement, he was of the view that we know what is the outcome going to be. So we can't say that his party has no footprint. In fact, his party, Hezb-e-Islami, has strong footprints in Afghanistan's politics, because he has been he has not just been a Western politician, but he has been a warlord as well. And carrying that legacy, he obviously has a strong footprint.
Obviously, yes, Gulbuddin Hekmatyar has a legacy to carry. Thank you very much, Khan, reporting from Islamabad on the latest with Gulbuddin Hekmatyar's visit to Pakistan.